Today, we're showcasing TurnPost's AI-driven content production platform through our technology demo. We begin by importing a script. This one is formatted for film and was adapted into the anime movie Exodus. TurnPost's Narrative IQ technology recognizes this format and extracts all of its details and infers many others. Once uploaded, TurnPost instantly identifies characters, props, and locations, generating detailed descriptions and cataloging attributes. Using AI, it suggests visualizations, filling in gaps where needed. It's currently extracting the characters, showing the previews and summaries for each. Next, it works on locations. In addition to the standard details, TurnPost structures them into a logical hierarchy it infers from the script. Now it's working on the final entity type, props. These are treated the same as the other entities, allowing TurnPost to visualize how their look changes during the story. Finally, the screenplay scene and shot structure is analyzed. TurnPost organizes these elements in the narrative timeline. For each scene, it generates preliminary cinematographic choices, turning the script into a detailed visual storyboard. Now that the import is complete, we will open TurnPost and see the results. As you can see, it's generated quite detailed visualizations, remaining as true to the screenplay as is possible. Every scene is shown with a preview poster for itself and the automatically selected shots within. All of this can be refined collaboratively, allowing creators to craft the visualization to match their vision. TurnPost has dramatically shortened the time from screenplay to a complete visualization from weeks to minutes. This allows the entire team to start collaborating immediately. From set and costume designers to editors and cinematographers, TurnPost enables deep creative collaboration instantaneously. Now that we've imported the script and structured its elements, let's explore how well TurnPost's Narrative IQ technology comprehends these entities and relationships. Let's jump into a specific shot, Amaranth's bedroom. Here you'll see Amaranth in her room with a cityscape visible outside. None of this is arbitrary. Narrative IQ automatically maps spatial relationships within the script, even when they aren't explicitly defined. For example, TurnPost understands the hierarchy of locations. Amaranth's bedroom is inside Jalek's home. Jalek's home is located in the residential sector of Ladark. Ladark is a city in the Sevian territory. For this screenplay, because it references multiple planets, this actually continues up until the galactic surroundings. Even though the script didn't explicitly describe this full structure, Narrative IQ intelligently connects these elements, ensuring that every setting is logically placed within the story world. One of the biggest challenges in production is making edits at scale. If a character's outfit, a prop, or even an environmental detail changes, it would be impractical to manually adjust every scene where that element appears. TurnPost automates this process, ensuring changes cascade across the relevant moments without disrupting continuity. For example, if we change a character's outfit, say Amaranth's dress, Narrative IQ recognizes where else that outfit appears in the timeline and updates it automatically, ensuring consistency. To visualize this, let's step outside the platform for a moment. To push the limits of its capability, we rigorously tested Narrative IQ with nonlinear narratives, using films like Pulp Fiction, Tenet, Inception, and Nightmare on Elm Street. The goal? To verify that TurnPost doesn't just understand narrative order, but also tracks the chronological timeline. A perfect example. If we change Jules' suit in Pulp Fiction to a pinstripe suit, TurnPost understands not to alter his breakfast outfit in the opening scene, where he's wearing clothes borrowed from Jimmy. It recognizes scene dependencies and only applies edits where they make sense. To further clarify this, here's the entity network TurnPost built for our screenplay. What you're looking at is the interconnected web of every entity from just 20 imported scenes of Exodus. Each node represents an entity, a character, location, or prop. Each connection represents a dependency that Narrative IQ tracks. When an edit is made, TurnPost determines which elements should and shouldn't be affected, preserving both narrative and chronological continuity. This system ensures that changes ripple through a production in an intelligent, automated way, freeing filmmakers from tedious manual adjustments and allowing them to focus on creativity, not logistics. Now let's jump back into the platform to see how this works in action. TurnPost doesn't just visualize character timelines. It lets you edit them in real time. Let's focus on Emil, a character in our scene. In this frame, narrative IQ recognizes her presence, but doesn't pull specific descriptive details from the script. However, across her entire timeline, TurnPost has accumulated details, such as her human attributes, appearance, and clothing, allowing for seamless edits. Unlike traditional AI-generated imagery that requires managing complex, lengthy prompts, TurnPost's system lets you refine character attributes directly. Let's make a simple change. Emil's scripted hair color is simply dark, but we'll change it to pink and blue. Instead of digging through a prompt buried under set descriptions and background details, we simply edit her properties for this frame. With one click, TurnPost updates the visualization, and we immediately see the new look, without affecting unrelated elements in the scene. We'll switch to another character, Burke, to show you how we can make changes that are consistent throughout the entire script. For Burke, we'll update his clothing. First, we change his clothing to be dark blue instead of khaki. Then we switch from frame scope, which updates only a single shot, to global scope and refine it. Now, TurnPost traces Burke's entire timeline and updates every scene where his clothing was previously khaki, ensuring perfect continuity across the script. This process is displayed in the dashboard, tracking every update as it happens in real time. This level of automated refinement eliminates the tedious, manual work of making continuity adjustments across multiple shots, saving creators countless hours while preserving creative control. Using our edits to the characters Emil and Burke, let's explore one of TurnPost's most powerful creative tools, multi-cut editing, which revolutionizes collaboration. Filmmaking is an iterative process, and TurnPost enables seamless experimentation without permanently altering the original work. Every change, whether to a single frame or an entire sequence, is tracked and stored as a distinct version, allowing teams to explore creative choices without risk. For example, after refining Emil's hair color, we first changed a single for Emil frame as a test. Then we made a global change to Burke across his entire timeline for consistency. Each adjustment is logged in a clear, trackable history showing which properties changed and when. Once satisfied with the edits, we can submit the changes for review. Here we assign the submission to a team member, in this case, our director. Now let's switch perspectives. The director receives the submission, but his version remains unchanged until he chooses to accept it. Each team member works in their own independent cut, meaning no one's work is automatically overridden. When reviewing the submission, the director can scroll through the changes, compare frames, and decide whether to accept or reject them. If accepted, the changes are merged seamlessly into his version, bringing all edits into alignment without affecting prior creative decisions. This non-destructive workflow allows filmmakers to iterate, experiment, and collaborate in a way that preserves creative control and flexibility. TurnPost gives filmmakers something they've never had before, a living blueprint for the entire film. With narrative IQ at its core, every scene, character, and creative choice is connected, visualized, and editable from day one. Because this blueprint is live, ancillary workflows like budgeting, scheduling, and asset tracking aren't just improved, they're transformed. Faster, smarter, in sync with every creative update. TurnPost isn't just elevating production, it's redefining it, cutting costs and enhancing creativity while streamlining collaboration and giving creators full control. When talking about disruption, the same platform that will provide these revolutionary features to the content creators of today is the same toolset that the AI creators of tomorrow will need as projects go from hobby to Hollywood.